When it comes to camper vans, they sure can be a wallet drainer, with most of them priced above 80 grand. But there are plenty of ways to hit the road without spending that much. You can start your van life dream for under 50K, grabbing a good old base vehicle for maybe around 5 to 10K, and fixing it up your way now to help you with everything we have. Made a list of the 15 affordable camper van to start your van life. The following video contains footage of different creators, and conversion companies will put their links in the description. Check them out for the brief reviews. Now let us get music started. When it comes to budget van builds, Japanese vans are always a good choice. Particularly the 1990s Toyota Hiace is a great pick because of the affordable price and the space it provides for a complete conversion at 15 ft long. It is a perfect balance, small enough to maneuver, yet roomy enough to house all your essentials. For example, look at this build from Vanlife Northeast, an Oregon-based conversion company. They have managed to fit in a full bed, a counter with multiple features, storage, and even a portable kitchen system at the back that just shows how versatile the Hiace can be as a camper van. And the 1KZT turbocharged diesel engine is surely nice to have. Now pair that engine with the four-wheel drive of the Hiace, and you are ready for off-road too. However, the total run of the van might be a bit higher than average, as it is an older model, but it is Toyota, so we do not believe that high miles on the Odo will be a deal breaker. You can literally drive a Toyota to the moon and still have more life left. So if you are thinking of getting a van for camper conversion, the Hiace would be a great deal that you can get now for around $9. 100. Next up is the Japanese van. That is one of the most used vehicles for camper conversion. The Mitsubishi Delica people mainly choose the Delica for its small size off-road capability and interior that is good for customization. It was originally designed as a delivery vehicle in 1968, but in 1986 it got features such as four-wheel drive, a two-speed transfer case, and a tough interior, which made the Delica popular even if it is almost 25 years old in the USA. There have been many conversions with it, but this one by Campon is one of our favorites. They are a company based in California and show how cleverly the small space of the Delica can be utilized. They have managed to include everything you would need for a weekend adventure, including a whole bike rack at the back if you want to see more of it. Do check them out. Now, if you want to get a Delica, it is a good time because it is around $7 or €9 in the US. Now, however, we do believe the price will rise as the Delica is slowly getting famous as a base conversion van. Another Delica, but very different from the base 4x4, the Delica L300, introduced in the 1960s, combines a unibody chassis with part-time four-wheel drive and high-low gear ranges, making it very good for rough or snowy terrains. Add the spacious interior on top of all that, and it is one of the best Delica for camper van conversion. The one you're seeing is the Yeti converted by Nomadic Vanlife. The van has enough room for 6 people, and the seats can be adjusted to make a full bed, while they have not used it as a camper conversion. The overview shows how there is potential for this to become a good camp conversion in the right hands. The van also has a 2.5L turbo diesel engine, or the Mitsubishi 4D56, that gives it enough power to tackle bumpy trails. However, it might be a little tough to get your hands on one, but if you manage to find one with comparatively less odometer roll and condition, it's a good purchase. It is comparatively one of the most expensive ones on our list and is being sold for approximately $18,000 Volkswagen vintage. Vans are one of the most sought after, particularly the Type 2s. However, for camper conversion, the Vanagon is the model that most people choose. It is big, and particularly the GL camper trim was made for camping. It has a pop-top roof and was aimed at big families that love to travel. For this reason, it is perfect, but it needs a lot of repairs if you buy one that has high miles on the Odo. However, the owners have always said they are worth the trouble, and you can get one now for around €8,000, but be prepared to dump some money on upgrades. Now, part of this lineup is the Vanagon Synchro, a smaller model that has an all-wheel drive that everyone loves. The one you are seeing is from a German company called Buster. They took the small Synchro and converted it into a sleek camper. They included a foldable bed storage and a full kitchenette in this small space. If you want to see more, we suggest giving their channel a visit, so the Synchro can be a good pick too. but is a little costly in good condition. It can go as far as 19 grand, but you can also get one for less as well. Ford has always been the reliable American brand we love and enjoy, and the Falcon 190 can be a good choice for those who do not want to go through the hassle of conversions. It's built as more of an RV and has everything you would need by default. The best thing is you can get one that is in very good condition. Even now, they were bought for weekend getaways by many families, but saw little use. Ford offered a few packages for the interior for it, and the original buyers chose the ones that they wanted, so you might need to touch the interior a little bit if you need changes. But as you are seeing, this Falcon is reimagined by Buddy Cooper. Each of these came with a king-size bed full, kitchenette, shower, toilet, and other amenities for a price of around 15 grand. All these are a great deal, but you should look out for physical damages, especially rust, as they are quite old and usually see little use from their owners. The Chevrolet Astro is built to haul, be it family or heavy load. It has particularly better head space than other vans in its category, which makes it quite roomy. While they are not the most used van for conversions because of the price and potential, they have earned a place in this list. This is a good example of a DIY build from Far Out Family, where they show how an Astro can be turned into a camper for the whole family. The build shows the van has been equipped with an awning and a water supply system, then a bunch of small gadgets that provide necessary amenities. There is also a full bed that can be used by unfolding the table in the middle. A very well thought-out design, we must say, to own an Astro. Now you have to have a budget of $6.00. The GMC Safari is pretty straightforward as a van. It is reliable and has high towing power in general. It acts like a SUV but is a van, and it has enough sitting space for 8 people. All these make it a good pick for conversion, and the one that you are seeing is being used as a single-person camper by Alyssa Vanilla. She claims that she used only $200 for her conversion, and it looks pretty DIY friendly. She has a king-size bed that houses containers underneath for storage, then some small utensils and gadgets that take care of her everyday needs. This just shows how easy it is to start the van life. It always does not need to be serious that involves handing over a vehicle to a conversion company. A little creativity and quick thinking is sometimes enough. You should check her channel for a more detailed review. And the Safari is now being sold for $4 to $113. EOS are in a zero depending on the condition. The Chevrolet Express is just like the other bigger vans on the list, but it can carry heavy and has a good headspace. It is a cargo van, so you do not have to think about the load. When you customize, the best build we could find of it is from Slow Roars. They have an express camper that they use to roam around, and according to them, it is better than a Sprinter conversion in budget. Now, just like earlier builds, it is also a DIY, but one of the most well-organized ones on this list. They have everything from a bed kitchenette, storage, and a well-thought-out power solution. Now, if we talk about the price, a model that is from 2010 or earlier can be yours for $10. 000, after all the big vans, we have a minivan, and it's a Chrysler. We know that you didn't expect a Chrysler in this list, but the Town & Country offers good enough space for a 2-person camper. Easily, the owner of this build went for a simple build with a well-thought-out bed storage and other small necessities. It is a simple conversion that can be done easily, and the availability and price of the Town & Country makes this perfect for anyone who is looking to put up something quickly. As for the price of the Town & Country, you can get one that is in fairly good condition and has low miles for $7,000. Chevy vans are pieces of American history, and the 95 G20 is considered one of the best at present. They are around 30+ years old, and you can get your hands on one for around $7. Or 0, as they are quite big and reliable. They are a good option for conversion, just like the one you are seeing now. This conversion's from the Outdoor Adventure. And while they use the 93 model, the interior is the same as the 95. So no matter which model you manage to buy, this can be a good reference point. The build is fairly simple and has a cabin-like aesthetic. As you can see, a king-size bed easily fits in the back of the van with under storage. Then there are more storage options and few electronics that take care of basic needs, so a G20 is a good buy. But be wary of the repairs, as we have said before. They are very old vans and you might get one for cheap. That also means you will need to spend a good amount to keep it running. You all know this one? Yes, it's a Previa, a minivan from Toyota that everyone saw growing up and now can be turned into a minivan that you will love. This AutoX pre-IA conversion is one of the well-done conversions we have seen done on a minivan. The exterior has seen some work, and the interior is heavily inspired by vintage aesthetics. The space of the Privia has been smartly utilized to place a bed heater, kitchen cabin, and all the other basic living needs. Nowadays, you can get a Privia for roughly $9. Nasi 00. Lastly, it is a Toyota, so you do not have to worry much if you manage to get one in decent condition, another minivan. Fiat Doblo is mainly a cargo van, and they have not been out for a long time either. These reasons make it a good choice for a budget build, and this one by Henry Turner proves that it has everything you can ask for a bed kitchen and even a TV. All these in a Doblo are quite amazing and are obviously a good example of a minivan build. The Doblo at present is being sold for $15K, and they are close to mint condition. However, if you want to get one for lower, you have to compromise on the vehicle condition, but then you can get one for under $10K. The Suzuki Carry can be turned into a good micro camper, just like this build from Tin Can Van. The Carry is really small, but surprisingly has a lot of space inside, enough to have a full foldable bed and storage. While you cannot have other basic amenities here, it can be a good weekend build that can be used mainly for sleeping. This kind of build is also getting popular at present in the USA because of their affordability. And small size, the best thing is the price of the Carry. It can be bought for as low as $3,000. So if you want to start your budget build, this might be a good option. This is probably the cheapest van on this list, a good condition. Data Hyatt is not more than $2,000. And if you want to go lower, they can be found for less than one. Soichiro Ryu. You might ask how good they are for a camper build. The one you are seeing now from Phil West is our personal favorite on this list. The Hyatt is small, and the way the space has been used is nothing short of brilliant. They have managed to fit in a kitchen, toilet, foldable table, and even a bed. Well, the conversion is pretty extensive, but you save a lot. If you buy a Hyatt, that means you can spend more on the build last. On this list is the Nissan Caravan. It looks a lot like the Toyota H and offers a lot of room for customization. They are also cheaper than a Hiace. You can get a 2016 model for $88,000. This build is from Raymond Keem, a self-made camper that is fairly simple. It has a good size bed at the back, a kitchenette, plenty of storage, and many other features. So if you're looking for something big, like the Hiace but lack the budget, the Caravan can be your pick that works just as well for a good look build. So that was our video on the 15 affordable camper van to start your van life.